How are you, Capricorn? We're going to do your mid-October reading. Thank you for being here. If you're new, all the info you need to know is listed down below, and welcome. So I've been pulling like number cards, adding it up, and then getting oracles from that, right? You guys had 24, time for a nap, and 36, come to the edge. Those are two totally different energies, right? One is rest and one is jump. 724 and 729 might be significant to you. But most importantly, I noticed that there's 12 numbers in between 24 and 36. So I feel like it's been a restful period this year. And come the end of this year, possibly even the end of October, since it's coming out now, they're ready for you to jump. And the last 2 or 3 years might have been significantly difficult or hard to navigate, or feel maybe even like a stagnation period with the nap. And I do notice the fox there. Foxes are very clever and smart, but they can be also sly and cunning in a way too. So it might have been a healing period from people not treating you like you deserve, basically. We're going to go rogue today. We're just going to find out what you need to know and then drill down from there. Major developments are coming soon. I think Aquarius or Scorpio also got that. See the truth of the matter? They got the same cards as you. So if you're dealing with one of those signs or you have a lot of that in your chart, definitely check it out. If you're on the twin flame journey, check out Virgos. Injustice or unfairness. See, that's that fox energy. All will work out in time. You will soon find truth and clarity. Faith and patience are required. And it's asking you to see the truth, or whoever you're dealing with. It is a general collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. Dependent upon free will, this is the result of a terrible misunderstanding. So the question in your mind whenever you're wondering about this injustice or unfairness could have been a terrible misunderstanding, and there just needs to be a conversation that takes place. So I'm going to keep all those together kind of like that. Well, I'm going to separate those out because I feel like that major development is going to be huge. So let's just go ahead and get started here. So what is this terrible misunderstanding that was unjust or unfair? A blessing in disguise. Okay. So what I get from this, since it's saying it is a terrible misunderstanding, it could have been something that was meant to catalyze your life going on a certain path so that something even better can come along. But the message I'm really getting for it is whatever this was, be it a job, a person, a relationship, they had to pull you apart from that so that people could either heal or that the situation would be conducive to a partnership going forward. I think this will tell us why. Why is it a blessing in disguise? To force movement, yep, rapid movement, communication, and then we have the angel, spirituality, spirit guides, and religion. So you've got the golden egg, upcoming blessings, luck is on your side, and then stalemate, stuck energy, or afraid of change. So see, this was a blessing with the golden egg. And someone could have been in denial about their feelings for you, or disloyal, or look at the relationship with illusions or the situation. But what it actually did was cause movement. Even though it feels like everybody was stuck with this time for a nap, it's caused spiritual awakenings, some realizations, all kinds of feelings. What is being realized here? Just a second, guys. Sorry, I got all kinds of card decks going on. What's being realized in this blessing in disguise? Deep love. So that could be very much the denial. The King of Cups feels it on every level, but they're not good about saying it. They don't like to say it. They could have ran away, ghosted. Seven of Swords is the card of deception. So some of you could have been deceived as well. But with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like it's in the hands of fate. And that is also kind of divine timing as well, right? Like fate and destiny and all that. What deck do I want? What was this misunderstanding? This might have not been energetically, it just was not going to work for whatever reason. Courage. Somebody was not able to make a commitment in this, or for it to work out in a way that would be fair to both people. The energy was not conducive, and now it is. March 17th is sticking out. So that date could have been significant or will be going forward. What else do I want to add to this? What was this mask or illusion? I want to ask that again in the Seven of Swords. Yeah, it was moving too fast, and they were overwhelmed by their feelings and scared of it. and they were scared of change. Possibly you guys lived at a distance. It just felt, I'm getting a very big hopeless feeling there. All right, let's see what major developments are coming soon. I don't know if I need to use this deck, but I don't know. I picked it up, so we're going with it. Why not, right? Am I blue? Okay, so during this period, you probably felt like, man, this was completely unfair. They didn't care about me. I was stable. I was solid. I owned my truth. And I think that you've really done a good job about resting and healing and developing spiritually. And still feel this sadness. And that could be a mirrored feeling that you're feeling from this person, or it's hard to let stuff go that changed our lives like that, right? You will always have some type of feeling with this person. If this is your story. Something flipped over there. The guiding light, light at the end of the tunnel. The epiphany, sudden realizations of truth or a divinely guided thought or idea. There's the moon. So that's downloads, dreams, 5D communication, astral travel, a deeper look, analysis, logical thought, and release. So someone might have released this situation, honestly, legitimately surrendered to it, and still feels this tug, this pain of sadness. What was the epiphany? I mean, I know we said it was about the blue, but we'll see. Oh, see, yeah, this eternal flame that you felt and unable to let go with the tug of war card. Footsteps, but you did it anyway, or someone did. Walking away, moving on, follow the leader. Maybe one person pulled away and the second person did as well. And then now there's this lipstick, telling someone what they want to hear or glossing over imperfections. So it might have even felt like they don't even care. They don't feel the same blue that I feel. And that I don't feel is the case. I think they got scared and they ran from their feelings. What else can we add to that? And then I'm going to get some tarot. Because it feels like, I don't know, this walking away energy feels pretty significant. Balancing act. That ties right back into that energy card. They were unable to balance their feelings. And that had to change. And it's changing now. Horseman, herald of change. So in order to move it forward, there had to be this separation period, which is pretty common in almost all of them. What about the lipstick card? What did they tell him? The devil, the chariot, the 6 of cups. That could be glossing over the imperfections. Like, I am not going to come forward and heal this. I'm going to stay stuck in this devil energy. That is your card, though. So they realize here, they're glossing it over and not admitting to their feelings, or had been in the past. Somebody here is. And the bottom line is it's either because it didn't move fast enough, or when it tried to move, everything broke down. It's really beautiful energy, though. All right, what about dependent upon free will? I'm going to get one of these and one of the others for that. Protection, number 21. This came out a ton in the October, I think, eclipse reading, or maybe it was the 1st of October. But it feels like it's a divinely protected situation, but everybody has free will, right? So at some point they won't be able to fight that if it is indeed fated. We've got rest and renewal, Garden of Venus. That's the healing card. And look at that. 25 times 2 is 50. Spirit of the river, movement towards adventure. 2 and 3 is very significant here. It could have happened 2 or 3 years ago. And it was like, it's protected. There is free will involved. So maybe by saying that, they're saying, hey, it might not be tomorrow, but just know that it's moving behind the scenes here for you. Protection, please. Rest and renewal. Yep, okay. Changes are coming or needed. We've got Mercury retrograde, which is also the universal interference card. You've got it twice, guys. And see, that's also small problems and inconveniences. This was a terrible misunderstanding. This was truly bad timing. And for both of the Mercury retrogrades, it almost feels like things were going on in both of your lives it just wasn't conducive to going forward at that moment. Guiding light at the end of the tunnel, that's come out twice as well. There's so much mirrored energy here. I combined 2 decks, so there's 120 cards there, and for those cards to come out together, it's pretty crazy. What else about this? Mercury retrograde and the change. Okay, celebrations, reunions, weddings, reasons to celebrate. And then we have surrender and giving up the fight. So that's part of the free will part. And both people have got to surrender to the connection, even if it is meant to come back together, right? And I feel during this period, someone did. And the other person is now surrendering to their feelings. There's a little bit of fear there with the porcelain doll, overly cautious, their fear of being broken, guarded and fragile. They're like, I'm still scared. And that is kind of interfering with the free will aspect of it. But eventually, the divine is going to send down, judgment. There's the hangman. So that might be keeping them stuck, or what kept them stuck in the past. And they made the wrong choice by walking away. Definitely. They saw, there's Queen of Pentacles, which is also your energy, but they saw that they could have it all. Maybe they felt unworthy, or that reminded them of somebody else, a woman in their life, a feminine energy that had hurt them on some level. And we all have masculine and feminine, so flip it how it resonates. But, they were stuck and refusing to go. Somebody here was. 4 and 12 is sticking out. And then we got yet another 2, like time to make a choice, time to put forth action. And that choice is the free will. Flow, meandering pathway, number 24. That's perfect for that, because it's like once you get in that state of surrender, you know that you're on path, and no matter where you end up, it's going to be for your highest good. So either you or them. And I feel like one person has completely surrendered and has jumped in, and the other person is right on the edge, contemplating. Let's get one of these. Then we'll see the truth of the matter, and all will work out in time. Sacred contract, shut up. I think Scorpio got that as well. So this is fated, regardless of free will. Eventually, they will have to be pinged. And I know some of you have been waiting, because that's 2 to 3 years is a very long time. See the truth of the matter, all will work out in time. Ducks in a row. So that's what the universe is doing right now, or had been doing during this moment, is rowing the ducks of this connection, which is really beautiful. Whoa, that's way too many. All right, let's try this again. Well, guys, I hope this resonated. If this is your story, please comment down below. Like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Love to have you here. I am just blown away, because the same person that had Sacred Contract had this. Whatever sign this is. This breaks down to an 11. So now you've got an 11 and 33. Those numbers, or 44, could be important. And then you've got 22, transmuting pain. So that being with the truth, that might be the final truth that needs to be realized, is that yes, maybe I am blue. Maybe this did hurt me deeper than I realized, but I have an epiphany that there is a deep blessing here. This is a past life soul contract, a sacred contract that set me on the trajectory of where I needed to go. And for anybody to come into your life and do that, that's a special connection, right? Nobody else could do it. They had to send in that one person, and that's where the attachment comes from. That's where the tug of war comes from. It's never going to be like that with anybody else, but it doesn't mean it won't be better with that person or someone else. You see what I'm saying? So this pain is finally healed, and it had to be separated for this to happen. And this pain, I think, is not only whatever went awry over here, but was previous stuff, karmic stuff. It is what it appears to be. And that's the truth, right? On repeat, constant thoughts. And look at this, the twin flame. Shut the front door. I know. So if anybody had been struggling with that, and maybe they had been struggling with that, like, hey, why am I thinking about this person? Why were they so life-changing? And Was I so scared of the intensity? And that's coming to light here now. It doesn't get any better than that, guys. What about this twin flame and transmuting pain? If we get judgment, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna be so extra. We got 6 of Swords, 2 of Swords, something else that flipped over I can't see. And I think that was the 10 of freaking Cups. Okay. We've got the 7 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands first. Now, this 9 of Wands, and this came out a lot too in the earlier October readings, she's not wounded, but she's still holding on to that flame, right? She feels very empowered to me, like she's learned some lessons. But there's a sense of regret, a guardedness here with the 7 of Wands, some boundaries that were set in place. I feel like they were mostly healthy, but a little bit of guarding the heart here, because with the 5 of Cups and the 2 of Swords, it's like I still am struggling to let this go. And that in itself, if it is a twin flame contract or even a soulmate and you separate, it feels unfair, even if nothing went wrong other than bad timing. But here they're saying this is going to move forward. Once you can move forward and surrender, or this other person can, in comes the 10 of Cups. That is part of the ducks. Oh, and you got the duck with the ducks in a row. It is exactly what it is. And they're rowing it for you. So literally all you have to do is get in the boat and be willing to go forward. You and your person. That's awesome. I might title it that if I can remember. Get in the boat. Get in the boat, people, and let change. Number 12. Knowledge, flexibility, acceptance, and passage. With this knowledge comes that transmuting pain, and it makes the energy in the connection flexible. And that's another 12. So 12, 12, it's 48, breaks down to a 12. And the acceptance of it. Like, no matter if it comes back or not, I'm good. I'm solid. I've learned my lesson. I've healed. I'm ready and open and willing for love. And it opens the door. This is insane. Let's get some final advice about this. And we will wrap it up. Somebody's getting in the boat, Cap. Somebody is getting in the boat. Final advice. Oops, we had a flipper, but it didn't make the cut. Guilt or shame. So somebody might feel some guilt or shame about this situation, especially if it's going to cause changes, maybe in the 3D world. But I feel that they feel guilt or shame for the ghosting or for how it walked away. If you feel that on your end, like, forgive yourself. It's okay. Upcoming Tower moment, pending or required. There's a resistance to change, dislike of change. Keep going. You're on the right path or track. FYI, just know no action required. So I think that Tower moment, guilt and shame, this dislike of resistance could be their energy. Think about what you truly desire in personal relationships. What does love mean to you? And that could be what they're going through while they're transmuting this pain. But that's important, I think, for everybody to think about. All right, guys. Well, I'm always rooting for you. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Take care.